All right, it's live on this side. The little live thing pop up on yours.
The yellow live sign.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Okay. Cool. Yeah, we good. All right, y'all. What's going on, y'all? We back with another little jab stream. It's Combo Breaker 99.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy Boxing P.
We just want to talk a little bit about some boxing, man. Some interesting news. We don't know how real it is yet. It could be boxing. It could be MMA news. We don't really know the facts on it, but it's interesting to me. It seems like it really came up whenever TJ Dillashaw, he scored his second knockout over Cody Garbrandt. That's kind of like whenever him and his partner, Tank Davis. Before I didn't really know they were friends. You told me that, right?
Yeah, him and Cody. Yeah, they supposed been real cool. So
Yeah, and Cody. But ever since that fight took place, they both took to Twitter, and Tank kind of had an exchange of words with him. And actually, I was actually just looking at it now, man, and it was like one of the things TJ he said that I love it how you try to stay relevant by running your mouth, you know, instead of what you accomplished in boxing. He tried to say Tank's record was padded like a push-up bra.
yeah, yeah,
He was trying to say that he was just trying to stay relevant because of his daddy Mayweather, but he was saying that he's ready to fight, and Tank, he said he's ready to fight, but it's good that two guys are saying this, but they from two different sports. You know what I mean? So it's like,
absolutely.
how relevant is this, and how real is it, man? But what was your thoughts on it, man?
Um, like you said, and I thought it was interesting. I'm a Tank fan. I mean, I got a lot of respect for TJ. He definitely is a good fighter. But like I was saying earlier, with Mayweather and McGregor happening last year, whatever, it just opened up the realm of possibilities, and you know what I'm saying? I mean, these things, if Tank Davis wanted to really be serious and cross train, he got time to do it. He's 23. You know what I'm saying? He already got one, one he got the boxing down pat. You know what I mean? So he ain't got to worry about that. Just work on the ground and a couple other disciplines. You know what I'm saying? He got the boxing discipline down pat. But it's just interesting though, man. Because what if something like that could happen? What if a guy did really a young guy in his prime did take it seriously, train, a decent amount of time and cross over, and vice versa. It's not just a boxing thing. If a MMA guy could take boxing seriously and cross over and become it's the same thing. It's no, not one is not better than the other. It would be interesting if either guy could do it. So I mean, just the thought of that is interesting to me. And like I say, if you are the champion in boxing and the champion in MMA, I mean, I think you could
Mhm.
really say you're the baddest man on the planet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah, and it's like you say, it was just what I was thinking. It's like both of these guys are saying yeah, and at the same time, it's kind of like it seemed like they opened either one because neither one of them is really saying I'm gonna meet you in the ring, or I'm gonna meet you in the octagon. It's kind of like if somebody put it out in the open, like whoever comes up with the contract first, that's probably where they're gonna do it.
Right.
And I mean, like we say, TJ Dillashaw, he sounded like he confident enough to do it wherever Tank wants to do it, and vice versa. Tank, like I told you, like I was telling you off air, he doesn't really seem like he's just ready to put his full stamp on boxing because yeah, being early 20s, he's still open to anything. He can still be open to that. It's not like his whole livelihood is in boxing, and he would be kind of one of the first men, because we've seen it in women. A lot of the women, they crossing over from boxing to MMA, but for him to do it, that would be kind of big. It ain't just like an exit check. You know what I mean? It ain't just like some big thing where he trying to do it at the end of his career, like an exit,
Right.
like a little exit thing, trying to
Absolutely.
make a statement that way. It's kind of like I could make a stamp in both sports at the same time.
Exactly. It's opening up the possibility of things that can happen. the new kids are watching that like, yo, I want to be a champion in both sports.
Right.
If I accomplishes that, then that's a possibility for people who might want to attain it. Think about it, Ant. Think
Hmm.
about the endorsements. You're a champion of the world in boxing and the MMA. I mean, the endorsements alone, dude. I mean, it's a lot of money involved in something like that, and that's what makes me say that the Mayweather and McGregor. Even though I hated that fight, I still hate it. It opened up the possibility of these type of fights happening, not all being mega showdowns, but guys from either sport really taking the other sport seriously,
Seriously, yeah.
crossing over. You know what
Hmm.
I'm saying? That would be very interesting. You know what I'm
Yeah, because for me, like, there's really no issue. I never really had an issue with a boxer and MMA fighter meeting up to fight. But whenever we kind of saw the Mayweather McGregor thing, we just felt like it was kind of a show because there was really no like build up as far as like the style matchup, you know. It was just kind of all antics, you know. It wasn't really like they were just saying, "Oh, I can do this just as good as you." There wasn't really that type of talk. It was just more like a WWE thing to me.
saying?
But like we know MMA fighters and boxers, they train together in gyms, you know. They train in the same gym. So it's kind of like it's kind of a thing that's destined to happen, you know, every now and then, you know, you're going to meet somebody in the same ring. And I think that for going back to Tank, it'd be some kind of the wage for him because, like I said, I'm now, and he's still kind of finding his role with boxing and finding his role with combat sports in general. Because, like, you know, Holly Holm, she was the first one, like you say, to win, be the boxing champion, and then win the MMA crown too. But you know, she was done with boxing. See him, he's kind of in the middle of both of them right now. So it's kind of like, let's see how he can juggle both. You know what I mean?
It's the perfect time to experiment with something like that if he's serious. And mind you, this is not the first time that he danced with getting competing against an MMA guy. I don't. He didn't say ring or octagon, but competing with a guy. So you never know. Like I said, him and Cody are close. They probably had some deep conversations, and they might have had some really intense sparring sessions, man. Who knows? I mean, can you imagine that Cody Garbrandt and Tank Davis working with you know
Yeah.
what I mean? That's a lot of talent right there, man.
Yeah, yeah, it is. I just wanted to say too on the air while we were here too, man. Like, I don't know if it was Tank, man. I gotta take away a little bit of respect from Tank. If he was the one that gave him the credit to be dropping the N bomb like that, because he don't need to be doing that.
Oh, that's
Talking about Cody Garbrandt, because he was all over Twitter and he be using the N word. You know, I don't condone that. So if it's him, I'm just saying.
I don't believe it was Tank. I believe Tank might have.
Yeah, because somebody gave him that pass to be dropping it like that. You know, Cody Gar. I gotta say, I ain't cool with that though. So
Nah, ain't nobody cool with that, and I didn't know that about him. Like I said,
yeah, yeah, yeah. That's why that was a little thing. A disclaimer right there for me because I just thought of it because I was like, yeah, I ain't cool with that, man. But yeah, but TJ Dillashaw, I was just looking at him online, man. He actually been sparring with Lomachenko.
yeah.
He actually been in the boxing ring with him, throwing down. So on Twitter, he had to, he was trying to say like, why you calling me out? And then you trying to say you ain't ready to fight another boxing champion, he didn't say Lomachenko's name, but he just tried to bring that up. He was trying to stir things up with that. And now recently he posted up some footage of him, actually sparring with Lomachenko. So kind of make you wonder, is he really getting his boxing skills ready to get in the ring, man? Because
Um,
when you think about Dillashaw, he's kind of at the end of his career a little bit.
that's the thing.
He's kind of probably feeling like I ain't got many other things to do in MMA, so I could go ahead and jump over to boxing and make that, transition. Because he know the money probably gonna be better.
Yeah,
Money would be better if he went over there at this point.
yeah. I mean, like you said, he is at the end of kind of at the tail end of his MMA career. I mean, but this is the thing. I mean, tail end of your MMA career and hopping in the boxing ring with somebody like Tank, you're gonna get killed, man.
For real.
You know what I'm saying? I
For
mean,
real. Yeah.
so I don't know. Like I said, I mean, we definitely. sport. I mean, fans of combat sports. So it definitely was an interesting thought. And like I said, some stuff is just an interesting thought or possibility. It may not happen, but still, it could be a dream fight. So this one definitely piqued my interest when I heard it. And you know, the bottom line would be where would they meet at? I mean, hands down. I mean, in the boxing ring, Tank hand speed and power. I mean,
Yeah.
TJ don't stand a chance, you know. I mean, Tank going into the octagon, the fight starting on the feet gives him a chance to make something happen. But other than that, you know, but TJ coming over, it's just like, you know,
It'd be a done deal, huh?
yeah, man. To me,
Yeah,
it's
'cause
yeah, it's.
yeah.
I mean, you've been in there with guys, but you haven't been in there with guys on this level. And it's like, yeah, you spawn Lomachenko, but Lomachenko ain't really trying to take your head off. You know what I'm saying?
No, right,
So,
right. And it's just like I just don't think his footwork and the way he throws his punches, you knocking guys out like Cody and all that, it's not going to transition over there. I don't think your power is going to be able to really take Tank's head off, you know, like his will, you know. His is just much more natural. So there's so many things that he's gonna have to get used to doing. And at the point of his career, I don't think he's used to it, you know. He's gonna get used to it like that.
yeah. At this point, and at the end of the day, is it worth the money? You know what I'm
Right.
saying? I mean, can they pump this up to be like a mega fight where it will be worth his time to, you know, take a risky fight? You know, it's a lot. It's a lot of details that would definitely have to be worked out at this point. But like I said, it's just an interesting thought of you know, these guys meeting up in the ring. You know,
Yeah. I mean, like we were saying, the talk they're doing is what we want to hear some of
yeah,
these boxers do, you know. You know, we want to hear some of these guys saying, "Hey, I want to fight just like that."
yeah, yeah. Another thing too, man, yeah, is you still anything to add to that topic? I want.
Oh no, man. What else did you want to say about that?
No, I just wanted to just bring up another little thing that was floating around that I found.
Oh yeah, yeah. What's
Um, the Errol Spence versus Canelo.
Yeah, that's interesting.
That,
De La Hoya said he want that, huh?
that's what I read. You know, but
Is
I'm
he
look.
wanting that? Is he wanting that next, or like after the Garcia thing, or does he want that now?
You mean after the triple G or after the winner of the Porter and Garcia?
Yeah, after the Canelo Triple G rematch.
I mean, he ain't really saying. I mean, once again, that you know, people just be throwing stuff out there to see what type of attention they get. But I had already, you know, being a boxing fan, thought about that fight as just a dream fight. You know, a fight that I would like to
Yeah.
see. You know, the thing would be though at 154 or 160. What would you? What weight would you rather see it at, and what weight would be beneficial for like either fighter? And yeah,
Okay. I would rather see it at 154 because I feel like that would be more of an even playing field. But if it was at 160, that would definitely benefit Canelo to me. You know, that would definitely benefit if it was at 160. But if it was at 154, I think I'm still leaning towards Canelo, but I would think it would be more of an even playing field at 154.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's a good point. Definitely, that would be a better look for Earl Spence instead of going up two weight classes. Just you know, one.
But I mean, on if to be real, I mean Canelo, I think he just too solid for him right now. I think
And,
style wise, that's all Canelo, man. Let's just be real, because I mean everybody want to be real and think Spence can take Crawford's head off because he's smaller. Well, put yourself in his shoes when he's the smaller man going up to fight Canelo. You know,
exactly, exactly. What if I'm going up to fight a bigger man with Terrence Crawford like skills? You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
Crawford, like yeah, somebody who sets up counters and boxes. You know, he's just not a wild puncher. You know.
Nah, And that's what make it so I mean, it's an interesting fight, but I think it's easy win for Canelo all day long. I mean, it's levels to this, and those two guys are, a few levels apart in my eyes.
Yeah, right now, yeah, they definitely are. I mean, Canelo, you gotta look at his resume. You know, he's been in the game longer. He started at an early age. He was a professional at an early age.
Yeah,
You know, the guys he's beat. Um, you can't help but favor him. You know what I mean? I mean, he's just a guy. Either way, like I said, like if it was a 154, that's Spencer's best chance of without getting his head completely taken off. You know what I mean? Because 160, that's just too big. Right now. I know he gets bigger. He said 175 when walking around weight, but I mean your fighting weight is 147. So
right.
160 would just be too crazy. I mean, and it seemed like a good potential matchup. I think that's why De La Hoya is bringing it up. But I think that I'd at least want to see Spence do some things at 154 first.
Yeah,
I want to see him if he can balance it out. Like everybody's saying, 147, he's just blowing through everybody. But I want to see him do some things at 154 to make us say he did carry that weight nicely. He carried that power and strength up to 154.
right. To make it look like it's a more viable fight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, it's not even. It's not even. Canelo is just. I just see Canelo it being an easy fight for him right now. And another thing too, and think about this. It's a few ways to look at it, but I'm gonna just look at it for face value right now.
Hmm.
If Canelo walked through some of Triple G biggest shots, Spence Spence power ain't even really gonna register, dude. I don't think.
No.
It's no way you taking the middleweight king, a true middleweight, 160-pound punch, and walking through him. A guy like Spence coming up from 147. That's what I'm just saying. Canelo. I just see it being an easy fight, and dude, I mean, not,
Yeah, because for Canelo, Canelo, he could do either one. He could fight off the back foot like he was doing the Triple G fight in that fight, and I think and pull out a win, or he could come forward, meet him in the middle, and still come out and win. I think he could do either way. But like I said, with Spence, he gonna have to show us that something at 154 before he can actually, look good in there because
dude,
it's not like okay. It's not as bad. It's not a mismatch like Amir Khan, but at the same time, if that fight was to happen, all of a sudden we'd be like, well, I kind of wanted to see him showcase something in 154 first,
yeah. I
because I
mean,
mean, whenever he did the Khan thing, of course, yeah, that was a mismatch, but it was like, where did this come from? Like what did he deserve to do to fight? Canelo, and then just get knocked out in the sixth round like that.
yeah, yeah. I mean, absolutely, I definitely would want to see him do some things. It's not like a right now fight, and right because right now, Spence could get stopped right now, and I just ain't gonna lie. Canelo in Spence is still trying to reach his peak. Canelo there, he
He's
peaking right
there.
now. He tweaking right now. So it's like
Mhm.
he's just an animal right now. And I'm not even a big Canelo fan, but you gotta call it how you see it. I mean, the man can fight. The man can, box. You know, um, and I just see it being, I see it being dangerous for Spence right now. But it's still a good thought because, like you say, down the road, a couple fights, one or two fights at 150, 154 and looking real good, then they'll be like, whoa, okay.
Mhm.
Because, but it'll still be one of those things that if it happened down the road, that people will say, oh, Canelo's slipping a little bit, he ain't what he was, it'll be something, but it's definitely a good thought, for me. I think
Yeah.
just thinking about those two styles matching up. But when I think about just Canelo walking through them shots, I'm like, I don't see
Mhm.
Spence power really,
Yeah.
no.
Because if Canelo is gonna take be able to take your punch, you got to be able to do so many other things. And I think, you know, Floyd, he showed that blueprint for that. You know, he was like popping him, hitting him, but there was so many other things he was doing. He was taking away Canelo's power and,
Yeah.
you know, just hitting him with those angles, just amazing stuff. You know, it's like,
And that
and
ain't
if you,
that ain't Spence.
yeah, that ain't him, right? Yeah, that ain't him.
You
It's
know,
not him, man. You got to be able to do that.
yeah, no disrespect to him, but you know, just thinking of him doing that look funny and his
Hmm.
body working like that just look funny in my eyes because that's not him at all. You know, he's
Yeah,
straightforward. Paul Williams coming straight at you know what I mean?
yeah,
It's nothing really slick about him.
yeah, yeah. Because for his style to work, he's gonna have, for Errol Spencer's style to work, he's gonna have to, like I said, showcase power at 154, man, and strength, you know. And Canelo, his strength is just, you know, like we said, that's just natural. He's a naturally big boy, you know. And I don't think any shot he can throw at Canelo's gonna rock him, man.
Mm-mm.
I don't think anything he's got right now can really hurt him. So it just looks like a nice little matchup, like you said, like down the line. For me, when I saw it, I was just kind of like, not right now, but somewhere whenever he's done with welterweight and goes to 154, I think that he could get Canelo to go down. What do you think?
I mean, it's definitely a down the road fight. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it all
Yeah,
depends on how good Spence look. You know what I mean? Because Canelo was the star. It's not like we're gonna make him get in there with Spence. You know, he gonna get in there if he wants to. You know,
yeah,
and if it's worth his, time to get in there. So a lot of it, is gonna be how Spence performs in these next couple fights. You know what I'm saying? I mean, just the thought of okay, it might be a mega fight looming down the road for you, Spence should be motivation. You know what I'm saying?
you're right, right, yeah, because right now, man, like which do you think is a bigger mismatch, Mikey Garcia, Errol Spence, or Errol Spence and Canelo?
I think the Earl Spence and Canelo because it's like Mikey Garcia is a smaller guy, but he does have the skill set to overcome.
Yeah,
I'm saying, and the other fight, Earl Spence will be the smaller guy, and it's like we still trying to see his whole skill set. We seen the power, but we need to see what else is there. To be honest, you know what I'm saying? We seen the power, but what else can Earl Spence do?
hmm,
You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's Triple G. We seen the power, but we seen Triple G cutting off the ring. We seen him doing a lot of different little
hmm,
technical boxing things in there. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
right.
you
I
know,
guess to say for Spence, I don't really think of him as a wild puncher. I kind of think he is a a a guy who breaks people down. You know, he's kind of a methodical breakdown fighter. Like, it ain't just one punch power with him. He is kind of a beat him down guy where he kind of has the walk you down and set it up. You know, he kind of, like, if the headshots ain't working, he'll go to the body and break you down until he can knock you out. You know what I mean?
right. But it's
And he
oh, go ahead.
and you know, it's just kind of a thing. Like, he is using distance and everything because he's not big on like the head movement, so he's kind of keeping the good distance and the defense high. You know, he's not really in there just taking shots too. You know what I mean? So I kind of feel like he is kind of a You know, he does showcase some of the boxing skills. It just ain't had to present it where we had to see everything. You know, we ain't see all the tools. You know,
Yeah,
and sometimes, like we say, that's a kind of a gift and a curse. You know, whenever a guy has the power, sometimes see guy like Floyd, he kind of had to showcase more things because he didn't have, pop. I mean, he has pop, but he didn't have like
right.
concussive power. So he's kind of bringing more things to the table. You know, same with Crawford. You know, he's kind of showcasing more stuff because he's going in there with decent power, but at the same time, he kind of has to set it up. It's not the type of power that's going to keep guys running away from him. Like same with Tyson, Tyson, he had crazy power, so he's kind of intimidating guys before they get in the ring. But we see the little things he's doing, the head movement. He is setting them shots up, going in there with the head movement and setting them left hooks up. So it's kind of we won't have to really see the full potential whenever they can depend on, that one skill, that one gift they have, like power. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Look at Canelo. People consider him a heavy puncher.
Right.
He still got the skill, the boxing skill to go along with it. To be elite and kind of the best is going to have to go hand in hand. And if you got it, the power only going to carry you so far.
Yeah.
Power
Yeah.
only carry you so far. So, like I said, it's definitely interesting on paper, to see these two styles meet up. But like I say, the ball will really be on Earl Spence to put out some impressive wins over impressive names too, man. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
You got to step up the names because Canelo will be an animal that he ain't never been in there with, and
Mm-hmm.
it's Canelo will be he bad boy.
Yeah, man. I'm saying, like, that's why when I first see the matchup, the picture, I was like, oh no. I'm like, oh no, he gonna take Spence out just like that. You know what I mean? Because he's already done so many things. He's done so much where it's like I've already beat this tier guys. Like, what is Spence gonna show me that Cotto, Trout,
True.
Mayweather, all these guys, stuff I haven't seen before,
That's
and I
what
feel,
I'm
feel
saying.
like Spence is still growing into that, like you were saying.
Like exactly. It still remains to be seen with Spence. Canelo, we know what we getting already. He's proven himself, his resume. You know what I'm saying? Spence, it still remains to be seen that because we
Yeah,
still need to see him in there with some higher caliber people. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Canelo been in there with some of the best in the world. Earl Spence haven't been in there with some of the best in the world. You know what I mean?
Right. It's still, it's still happening. And right now, like the guys that's around Spence that could be, that's going to solidify his game at welterweight, but not like, anything higher. Like I don't really see any of those guys really like preparing him for somebody like Canelo. Like the Mikey fight, that's just kind of a money fight, I think. If he was to take that fight, it's kind of a money fight, but that's not really going to prepare him for what's to come. Like if he was to go up to 154. And like we said, 154 and higher, those are kind of different ball games than the 147 and lower. Those smaller guys. Because he still, like we said, still needs those other names too, just to make it interesting to see him in there, Canelo. Like we don't have Thurman around right now. Um, it seems like Top Rank ain't really pushing that Crawford fight, that needs to happen right now. So it's kind of like he's kind of caught between a rock and a hard place because he can't get no potential names himself because again, so many guys are scared of his power just even in that division.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's just the craziest thing because all those names there, and we can't get this man in there with a decent matchup. You know what I mean? But that's
Yeah,
boxing for you, man. That's why I say once everybody gets smoked out, there ain't gonna be nowhere to run at. They're gonna have to fight. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? They'll have to fight.
yeah, man. What else is going on this weekend? Just that Tyson Fury fight.
Oh yeah. Who's on that undercard? I see another name that was
Well, the fight on there that interests me more is that Carl Frampton was some guy, Luke Jackson. Carl Frampton, he's on the card.
he's on that undercard, a call for Tyson Fury.
Yeah.
That's why I thought I seen another name on there, whatever.
What's that guy? Tyson Fury. He's fighting some guy, Francesco Pianetto or something like that. It's on YouTube. It's gonna be I guess free on YouTube at around 4 o'clock Saturday. Kind of like they did the
His other fight.
yeah, his other fight, man. They say, Wilder gonna be there ringside, man.
Yeah.
So I mean,
You know
It's
anything about that guy?
fine.
You know anything about the guy you fighting,
No,
Tyson?
no, I don't. I don't know much about him, man. I don't know much about that guy. I mean, I would have rather seen him in there with somebody like Brazil, or somebody like that, Dominic Brazil, because they keep screaming for Wilder. Why don't they just go fight Tyson Fury?
And I was watching some stuff earlier this week. I didn't realize that beef is that deep. Really, did you hear that Brazil interview? Where he was talking about
Oh,
and what happened and all that stuff. I didn't realize it was that serious. I said, "Wow."
yeah, yeah. I heard like a little bit, but yeah, like I still need to watch that. You need to send me that link with that.
Talking about the confrontation that they had because you
Oh, in the
remember,
hotel, right?
yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I remember that. Yeah.
yeah, and it was kind of crazy, from his side of the story or whatever. But is any like chance of that fight happening? That it's nothing I'm really interested in, but I mean,
Well, they were trying to get that fight to happen before the Tyson Fury fight, but Wilder was like, I don't want Brazil, just give me Tyson Fury next in December. So while Tyson Fury was gonna have his tune-up fight, he was gonna do his fight. They wanted him to do his fight, but he was like, nah, I'm just, going straight for Tyson Fury in December. So um it's supposed to be going down then, man. I was looking at one of the dudes that said he sparred Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder. He was just saying like both of these guys got their gifts and everything, but he was saying that Tyson Fury is a guy that's hard to hit, man. He was saying they sparred like 40 rounds, and out of the 40 rounds, he said like he was only able to hit Tyson Fury maybe like 8 times in the head. I don't know if that's just a question of his skill, but I mean, out of 40 rounds, he said that was the only time he could hit him like eight headshots. That was the only thing he could score on him.
yeah. But still, if he can, if he was in there with Wilder, shit, I hit Wilder 30 times, then you can make a little. He can make a. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Whatever his skill level was, he was able to hit one guy, not able to hit the other one. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So
yeah.
it's like, damn, I wonder, did he say what how it was with Wilder, or he just
He said that Wilder was, the power was there, and he's athletic and strong. He said he's real athletic and how he moves and everything. But he said the thing like about Fury was, Fury's this real big guy, but his movement. He said he be moving around like you wouldn't expect somebody that big to do. But like we were saying, yeah, like I was thinking is if you were able to hit Fury just 8 times, Wilder, I know he can hit it more than that.
mm-hmm.
And it ain't even gonna take 8 shots for Wilder.
It ain't gonna take eight. That's the difference. Absolutely
Yeah.
difference in that scenario right there, because you know, that right hand line.
Yeah, I don't care who it is, man. That right hand's knocking anybody out.
Yeah.
I mean, don't you don't think I hope he don't think of it as a crutch just to lean on, but I mean, you know, he'll have his work cut out for him in that fight. Wilder is. I feel like it's gonna be a different look for him. It's just a different style.
And the stuff I seen on Tyson looked like he been taking it serious.
Yeah.
They've been talking about how he motivated and all this stuff or whatever. But I seen some clips of him. It looked like maybe he is motivated, like he was for uh Klitschko, which is good because then we'll get a good fight.
Yeah. And please, all I gotta say, I hope it don't be like that fight back in June. It cannot be no sideshow fight. He got to really come Saturday night and show something real, man. Like
Yeah, I didn't even see that fight, but yeah, I heard it was
it was like 4 rounds of bull, man. You don't even watch it, man.
uh,
There was a fight outside of the ring that people were watching more than the fight in the ring, man. So
well, that's the thing. And like when they was talking about Fury next, I'm like, well, I didn't see that fight, but I heard it was a sideshow. And now for him to get a shot at the the title, after coming, being gone for 2 years. And you said he fought one other time, but this guy that wasn't preparing him for anything that he would face in the heavyweight division right now.
Oh, the fight in June? No, no, it wasn't.
Yeah, you know that one. Yeah, so that's why I was like earlier, when they first popped up talking about him and Tyson Fury, I was kind of like, yeah, but what has he done to deserve a shot? But then you was like, well, he the lineal P, and let's just get him out of there. And I was like, yeah, that makes sense. Let's just he is quote unquote the lineal. So
Mhm. And I still don't get that. I didn't know you could hold on to that status even after you've been out of the game like 3 years or something. People are still saying, "Oh, man, like, ain't nobody beat him, so he's still the guy." But, I mean, once you gone, you gone. That's what I thought. I thought that was up for grabs, being a champion starts over. It's like it's up for grabs. It's for the next guy, because we didn't know if he was coming back.
exactly.
But shoot, man, yeah, I think that's pretty much all that's going on this weekend besides where we going, But I mean, is there anything else you wanted to talk about, man?
No, that's pretty much it, man. Just waiting for some stuff to be set in stone. A lot of stuff we was talking about today was just like I say, good boxing thoughts. So
Yeah, just some potential stuff, where it's like stuff we want to see.
yeah, we need
Just
some
some stuff we want to see.
we need some contracts to get signed. Then
We got a lot of talk, man, but not enough contract sign. Not enough contract sign, man. Too much saying the money got to be right. That's usually going to mean that we want to really fight. Man, yeah, but man, that's all we got, man. I think we covered everything. Just make sure y'all subscribe to the YouTube channel and subscribe on iTunes, Google Play, and SoundCloud. You can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Before we bounce, my name is Combo Breaker 99.
boy boxing P
And we'll see y'all later. Peace.
later.